In 1995, a skull washed ashore in Longport, New Jersey. Over the years, as late as 2013, bone fragments were recovered along nearby South Jersey beaches. Through DNA testing, it was discovered that the remains belonged to one man, who had come to be known as Scattered Man John Doe. But the real twist came when it was discovered how and when he died.
Underwear, alcohol, syphilis, murder, forbidden.
So I have a little bit of a headache today because around, I want to say like noon or so, all of a sudden it started smelling like cigarettes in our office building. Or like, so the way that my office is set up, it's like a loft sort of thing. Like no one else is in the building except for the company that I work for, so we have the entire space and it's kind of like a loft concept, warehousing, it's in Wynwood. And all of a sudden it started smelling like smoke really heavily. And I was like, God, I don't. And I mean, for me, I smoked for a long time, as you very well know. And I smoked like a pack of fucking cigarettes a day. So I know what smelling like a heavy smoker smells like. And that's exactly what it smelled like. But I was like, I know nobody around here smokes like that much, that they come in and smell like all of a sudden it starts smelling like a bar in there. Well, my boss comes downstairs and said that she was just in like our founder's office and he started smoking cigarettes. And he was like, "Do you mind if I smoke?" And she was like, "Well, you own the company." So
Right? How are you supposed to answer that?
yeah. And so for the rest of the afternoon, it smelled like an old bar in our entire office because it's loft space, so it just travels.
An old bar, but without the booze.
I know. That's I don't mind the bar, but give me the booze,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Um, but I don't know. It was just so weird because I was like, what? Like, what the fuck? And it kind of gave me a headache, honestly, that I'm still trying because I'm not used to being around that anymore. Like, I vape, but
Yeah,
it's completely different than heavy cigarette smoke,
yeah.
you know? So, anyway, it was just so fucking random. And I've been so busy at work because we have multiple websites and they're for different businesses and the different businesses focus on different target markets and stuff like that. So, we're testing something for one right now and then we're actually launching a rebrand of one in the next like month. And it's just like I need to have all of my assets done by next Friday. And so I've been just like balls to the wall, wireframing, working with UI designers. I mean, it feels like vintage Red Door time, where it's like, oh, we're going to relaunch a new site. And hey, you have like 1.5 months to do it, which should take 6 months,
Right.
something like that. Yeah.
But you got this.
Oh, I got this.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. I wish I had a bonus or something riding on it. I probably have my job riding on it. So if I'm unemployed in like a month or so, now you know why.
Yeah.
But if I do get laid off, I think I'm going to have to go to the Dominican Republic for a couple months and just do nothing.
Yeah,
You know.
probably
I,
so.
yeah, that's
And then,
exactly what I would
do you
do.
hear the tippy tapping of,
The tippy tapping of Tilda?
yeah,
Yes, I
she's
do.
going bonkers with her toy right now, which we call the
Oh,
thing.
the thing. What was that? It sounded like a little bell or something. Oh, was
Oh,
that a charm on your?
yeah. I'm so
Oh,
glad
okay.
you asked, Amanda. I don't know if you can see it, but can you
It's a
tell who it
gold.
is?
Yes, it's oh, Dorothy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you see her earring?
I can.
It's cheesecake.
I love it. That. Oh, you just did this.
And thumbs up from
Thumbs up from, hey,
recording.
maybe it's a thumbs up from B. Arthur from the Beyond.
The Arthur from the Beyond. I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and welcome everyone to Forbidden, the podcast where we discuss the dark, disgusting, and the disgraceful and our unmentionables. That's right. We've slipped into something more comfortable. Have a drink in hand. Hope you are doing the same, listener. Welcome. My name is Amanda Kamada.
I'm Blake Roberts.
And this is our limited series, Sunk. Diving deep into the wild sea tales, legendary shipwrecks, and mysteries lost between the waves.
Beneath the waves. Girl, you were ready to go between the sheets.
Oh, I am so fried from today.
No, that was
Beneath the
amazing.
sheets. Yeah. Well,
Maybe that's how we should end it.
yeah. Oh my God. So, yeah, I'm very intrigued, and let's get started.
Yeah, let me give you my sources before I forget and move
Of
on to the fun
course.
parts. So, an article from npr.org, findagrave.org, I'm sorry, findagrave.com, uh, popsci.com, forensicmag.com, loveexploring.com, newjerseyscuba.net, and some historical tidbits from Wikipedia.
Okay. Wow, that's a shit ton of sources for this week.
Well, what I have for you today, Amanda, is a trilogy of short maritime tragedies.
Oh,
So, because the first one I had, the one that I just teased, it's pretty short, and so we're doing a trilogy. It's gonna
okay.
be, yeah,
It'll be perfect.
yes. So I just wanted to start with something fun really quick, because people are finding crazy shit on beaches all the time.
Right.
So just,
Cocaine down here, unfortunately, it's not me finding it.
oh, I want to hear
It
more.
happens. It happens down here, like in South Florida. People will either like it doesn't make the news a lot, but like it'll wash up on beaches here. Some people like catch it fishing, and I'm like, why the fuck can't that happen to me? Because these people turn it into the authorities. Like, my ass is keeping that shit. I'll find something to do with it.
Or just like a bundle of cash would be nice.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would find a way to get rid of it, like
Yeah.
I think I could find buyers.
Well, here are a few things that neither of us would care to have.
Hmm.
In January of 2017, thousands of colorful plastic eggs floated onto beaches of Germany's North Sea island. The eggs, containing little toys, had washed ashore after a Danish freight container lost its content in stormy weather.
Oh my god.
This one's fun. During the 1980s, along the beaches of Brittany, France, plastic Garfield phones began washing ashore. Do you remember those? The
Yes.
Garfield phones?
Yes. I wanted one, and of course my parents wouldn't get me one.
Right.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Assholes. We just
Dear Susan, sorry.
yeah, sorry.
Um, so in March 2019, a shipping container filled with the phones was found in a sea cave.
Oh,
So they had been washed ashore in the 80s, and then it was found like decades later.
that's amazing.
And then finally, this is just the short little fun things. In 2009, a rusted aerial bomb surfaced on a beach in Martha's Vineyard,
Whoa.
Massachusetts, of course. The area had been a training ground for World War II pilots. So I just wanted to kick it off with some fun little things.
It's amazing when you think of all the shit that's in the ocean, like that you wouldn't think about,
They don't
like
belong in the ocean.
that don't belong there at all. I was actually having a discussion with this the other day with somebody about the whole, like, there's so many more rocket launches and stuff like that because of SpaceX
Mhm.
and Amazon's like Blue Origin and all these other things other than NASA that have started the whole space travel, race to space travel, and all that kind of stuff. And it's like every time something either goes wrong with them, or they explode or they fall into the ocean, and I'm just like, we're just completely polluting our oceans with this shit. Like, it's like, oh, that blew up. Oh, okay, that'll just go to the bottom of the ocean. I don't know. It's really disturbing, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. So
Save our oceans, people.
yes, support Oceana.
Yes.
Do a plug for a charity here. Okay, so this first one, is one of the oldest cold case identifications using investigative, or as I like to say, investigative genetic genealogy. As mentioned, this mystery begins when a skull washes ashore in Longport, New Jersey in 1995 and continues roughly 18 years as more bone fragments are discovered in Margate in 1999 and in Ocean City in 2013. So just sort of in that,
All the Jersey Shore area.
yeah.
Yeah.
And for nearly 30 years, the case of scattered man John Doe sat without any major breaks until November 2023. A DNA sample was sent to Intermountain Forensics, who uploaded the sample to GEDmatch. I think that's how you say it. It's like GED match. I think they say
Mm-hmm.
GEDmatch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Family Tree DNA in February 2024. Students from Ramapo College, again, I think that's how you say it, Ramapo.
Yeah. I think it is too. That's Jersey, right?
Yeah,
Or
there's
is
no one
that
here to correct us.
yeah. Yeah. And it's Jersey, so.
Yeah, it's whatever we want it to be. It is Ramapo College. So students from the college uncovered ancestry dating to the 1600s. So for a full year, these college students volunteered their time to identify scattered man John Doe, which is very generous.
Yes.
Just like we're volunteering our time for you, the listener.
we definitely are volunteering all of our time for this.
So by February 2025, they had a break, so a full year. Having traced a lineage to Connecticut and through archival analysis and historical research, they found reports of a shipwreck at Brigantine Shoal, which is just northeast of beautiful Atlantic City.
Oh, and we've
Yeah,
had some times there, haven't we?
sure have.
I think you
Nope,
might have seen me fall a couple of times there.
you might have seen me drunk a couple times there.
Yeah. Oh God.
That's
Those
the
were
story for a talk of shame.
that is a story for let's remember to talk about that on this
Yeah,
talk of
next time.
shame. Yeah.
Yes.
Dirty AC.
So a schooner by the name of Oriental, which just sounds racist.
I was about to say how PC.
I can see it in your face. So the Oriental had departed from Bridgeport, Connecticut for Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, carrying 60 tons of marble intended for Girard College, which is a preparatory boarding school, which opened in 1848 and is still open today.
Wow.
So the ship was wrecked on December 4th, 1844, during a winter storm. Reports from the time state that the ship likely sprung a leak and went down less than a mile from the shoreline, taking the lives of all the crew members. The captain of the ship was 29-year-old Henry Goodsell. Ramapo students from the Investigative Genetic Genealogy Center provided the candidate Henry Goodsell to the New Jersey State Police for consideration. And then on March 7th, 2025, a sample was taken from a great-great-grandchild of Henry Goodsell, and his identity was confirmed a month later on April 8th,
Mm-hmm.
2025. So
Wow.
yeah, a long time ago.
Very long.
Since what did I say, 1848, which is crazy, before the Civil War.
That's insane. How many did you say how many people were on the ship or they believed were on the ship?
Great question, Amanda. That was my very next line.
No.
There were a total of 5 men on board the Oriental at the time of its sinking, including Goodsell, Loudon Layfield, John Keith, a man by the name of Eldridge, just last name. These are my best guesses, by the way, because that findagrave.com has like a clipping, like a scan, and it was really hard to read.
Yeah, those are really hard to read because I've been doing some genealogy things myself. I think I've told you, and
Yeah,
I've shared, I think, on the podcast. And I've gone to find a grave, or they'll have links to find a grave for different things, and it's very difficult to make out some of the information.
yeah. So the fifth one was a Dutchman whose name is unknown. He wasn't American. People didn't care. They didn't report on it. Lost Dutchman.
Lost Dutchman.
So I'll come back to that at the very end. I just have one final thing for that. But part 2 of the trilogy. In May of 1928, the SS Mohawk ran aground near Seabright, New Jersey.
Boy, New Jersey's a dangerous place.
And it's going to get more dangerous because there's the whole trilogy is taking place here.
Wow.
So just east of the Sandy Hook Bay area, after colliding with the SS Jefferson in dense fog. Though the damage was serious, it was confined to her starboard side and she survived. I love that in all of these stories, it's she. Like, I always just
Yeah.
think of them, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. The boat is a she, or the ship is a she.
The ship is a she.
Yes.
But the ship's true downfall came years later during the harsh days of the Great Depression. In an attempt to wring extra profit, the Mohawk had been modified to carry bulk cargo like lumber, alterations that weakened her safety.
Oh, I can only imagine because lumber's really light.
Right. So, like cutting corners and all this shit, right?
Right.
Watertight bulkheads were opened up for easier loading, a change that would prove disastrous. In January 1935, while on the New York to Havana route, the Mohawk collided fatally with another vessel. This time, the blow struck her port side, and without proper compartmentalization, the ship filled up rapidly with water and went down, just like immediately.
Mm.
The Mohawk herself was at fault, veering directly across another ship's path, whether through mechanical failure or human error, which there was like conflicting reports there. The bridge officers all perished, including Captain Joseph Wood, who, after ensuring every other soul had escaped, like all the passengers, he returned to his cabin, closing the door to meet his fate as the ship's master.
Wow.
Yeah. Survivors were pulled from the frigid waters by the Mohawk's sister ship, the Algonquin. After the sinking, storms righted the wreck onto its keel. I looked that up and now I can't remember what that means.
I don't know enough about seafaring.
You know, it just flipped over or something.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't good.
It wasn't. It was a negative thing, you can imagine. And a massive salvage and demolition effort followed. Over 8 tons of dynamite were used to blast the ship apart, beginning with an explosion that tore out the damaged part side and collapsed the superstructure. Fuel was removed, anchors were salvaged, and wire drags cleared the wreck to a navigable 50-foot depth. So they're just trying to clear space so that ships can continue to traverse that area.
Mm.
Later during World War II, a U.S. Navy blimp mistook the remains for a German U-boat and depth charged it, reducing the Mohawk even further.
Wow.
Today, little remains that resembles a ship. Instead, divers encounter a vast tangle of twisted steel spread across acres of seabed. Some hull plates lie scattered in the sand, while sections of the bow still form penetrable spaces. Remnants of her final cargo, automobiles, trucks, rubber tires, axles. I think they found like ships. I'm sorry, ships. In fact, it was a ship. No, they found like plates and things like that, and like a gold pocket watch.
Yeah. Like normal life things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though the Mohawk's boiler and sections of her reduction gear are still recognizable, much of the machinery is buried beneath debris, and the site's now a challenging like dive destination, as well as a marine habitat hosting mussels, anemones, fish, lobsters, all the wonderful creatures,
all the tasty things.
all the tasty things that we love to eat so much. But I found most of this information from like a New Jersey scuba diving website, which is why it was like I had to edit it because it was all like it was like reading a brochure for
Right.
scuba diving.
Would you scuba dive?
No,
Fuck no. I'm same.
I'm good with like knee deep, and
Yeah.
then put me on the beach with a
Yeah.
cocktail.
Same. I am not, I have no interest in, I'm sure it's beautiful. I'm sure you see some amazing looking fish and stuff like that. There is no fucking way. Like, I get like angina even just thinking about it.
I've seen Jaws. I know what goes on in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not taking myself in there and having to breathe through my mouth only, and
Mhm.
I think I would totally have a panic attack.
We are
I
not
would
mouth
kill
breathers.
myself doing
We are not mouth breathers on this podcast.
it. No, we are not.
So I found a Survivor account from the
Mm.
time, which I want to read from Sarah Jackson Smith, and then I'll move on to the next. So she said, the lifeboats were dug out of the snow by us, as in those days they were not lifted by machinery. By this time, we were aware that a great gash had been made in our side, and the ship was beginning to list. We finally raised one lifeboat, got it down the side of the ship, and started to move away from the side of the ship. The lifeboat was filled to capacity with passengers and a few crew. To our shock, we discovered that we were still tied to the Mohawk. A crew member started to shout for a knife to cut us away. Sam called her husband or something. Sam called to him to tear his coat open and pull out a gold penknife he had in his pocket, given him, this is very important, given to him by the Brooklyn Optometrical Society when he
Oh,
was president. Just
oh,
very integral to the point here, to the
very
story.
distinguished.
Yeah. As it was 2 degrees below zero, Sam's fingers were already frozen. The seaman, chuckle, found his knife, ran and cut us loose from the Mohawk. We rowed away as quickly as possible and had hardly gotten at a safe distance when we watched with horror the Mohawk sinking with 49 people aboard,
Oh,
many of
no.
them young. Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Had we not gotten away when we did, we would have been sucked in with the Mohawk as she sank. We were picked up by the Algonquin several hours later and taken ashore, where we were met by a barrage of cameramen with endless questions. Like, bitch, like, where's the blankets? It's like
Yeah.
-2 degrees out.
Yeah. Get me near a fire, please.
Yeah, and a snifter of brandy.
Yeah. Oh, God. Or three. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of three, welcome to part 3 of the trilogy,
All
Amanda.
right. Kick that off for you real nice.
Yes, wonderful segues today, Amanda. You're teeing me up nicely. The Powhatan was an American emigrant ship built in Baltimore, Maryland, over 1836 to 1837. Over the years, the Powhatan sailed multiple transatlantic routes, carrying immigrants from England, France, and the Netherlands to the ports of Baltimore and New York City. On March 1st, 1854, the Powhatan set out for Le Havre, France. Sorry, I sort of burped and said it at the same time. It's French. You don't really need to know.
It's French, yes.
Bound for New York with over 200 German emigrants aboard. After weeks at sea, the Powhatan encountered a fierce storm along the New Jersey coast, and on the evening of April 15th, 1854, around 5 p.m., the ship ran aground on the shoals near Harvey Cedars, Long Beach Island. Despite the grounding, the vessel initially remained afloat. But by the following day, April 16th, the storm's relentless waves battered the ship apart. All lives were lost.
Oh my
Ev-
God.
yeah. Every crew member and emigrant passenger perished, including the ship's captain, James Myers of Baltimore. Contemporary accounts put the death toll somewhere between 200 and 365 people.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, making it one of the greatest maritime losses in New Jersey history. Like, how many maritime losses have there been? Because here's 3.
Yeah,
You know?
there's three, and wow, holy shit. And that's a lot of people. Those poor immigrants. Like, can you imagine? Like, I think we talked about it making a trip like that back then, and
Yeah,
like there being like no stabilizers on the boats and stuff. How sick you would be the entire time. I mean, the fact that you just made it even near where you were supposed to land is like a miracle in itself, I'm sure. But like,
yeah.
thanks,
Like,
Jersey.
right. Like, you probably even see, I mean, maybe not in the storm, but it's right there. Like a
Yeah,
land ho.
yeah.
So, over the days following the wreck, the victims' bodies washed ashore as far south as Atlantic City. Local communities struggled to bury the dead, often in mass graves. 54 victims were interred at Smithville Methodist Church, you know,
Yeah.
Smithville, you
Yeah.
know. 45 victims were buried in Absecon. I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
It is, in fact, now. The largest number, around 140 bodies, washed ashore on Long Beach Island.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and they were laid to rest in paupers' graves at the Baptist Cemetery in Mohawk.
And so
Mm.
here's the thing too to think about. Like they didn't have like big morgues and stuff back then. I mean, fuck, they probably didn't have electricity. I mean, can you imagine trying to get all of these bloated, like waterlogged corpses into the grave before they started decomposing everywhere? I mean, they had already started decomposing in the water, but
Yeah,
oh my God. I can't believe that we don't hear more about this.
right?
Like, that you don't learn about this. Like, I don't recall learning about any of this in like US history or anything like that. But that's like, this is mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in 1904, the state of New Jersey erected a small monument there titled "The Unknown from the Sea," honoring all who died in the wreck. And I will just leave you with this final thing, going back to scattered Man John Doe, um, now known as Captain Henry Goodsell. Colonel Patrick J. Callahan, New Jersey State Police Superintendent, said, using modern genealogy testing to identify bone fragments from the 19th century is a powerful reminder of our unwavering commitment to resolving cases no matter how old. The ability to bring answers to families, even generations later, shows how far science and dedication can take us. And I sort of wonder how many more of these unidentified lost to the sea will be identified through genealogy, you know?
Yeah. Particularly in the United States, for sure.
Yeah, and I couldn't find the article, but Josh actually pointed me to some of these stories,
Uh huh.
and he was listening to 1010 Wins,
Mm-hmm.
out of New York,
Yep.
and
Miss
apparently
that. I should listen to that. I don't know why I don't listen to
get on
that.
it. It's still going.
Yeah.
Um, but there's been some sort of change in like the way their waters. I don't know how the terminology, the correct terminology, like
Oh,
the
like the water
currents and
patterns
things.
and currents
Yeah, and it's
probably,
like
yeah.
pulling more stuff up that was like on the floor bed for ages. It's like starting to come up more.
Mhm.
So there have been a lot of reports lately about things found on beaches. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sort of interesting. And what wonderful timing for this new limited series of Sunk.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that was awesome. I mean, I didn't know any of those stories, and they're
I didn't
all
either.
quite tragic, especially the
Yeah.
one with the immigrants. Like that is just so awful, like people gave up everything for that and then
Hmm.
got taken by Jersey.
Germany to Jersey.
Oh.
Probably not a choice I would have made, but
I've seen memes like that. Like it's like Italians actually left Italy and went to Jersey. They show like pictures of Italy and stuff like that, and it's just so beautiful and stuff. And this is like Jersey.
we're
Uh,
alienating tens of people right now.
Tens of people right now, but earning the support and claps of all of our New York friends.
Yes. There actually are there actually are lovely parts of New Jersey. I do want to say that.
No, there really are. Atlantic City not being one of them, which we can talk about in another day. But um, yeah, I mean, there really are pretty parts in New Jersey, but Jersey just like if you haven't lived in the Northeast, it just gets shit on for everything
It does.
because it's like one big suburb. It's like either a suburb of Philly or a suburb of New York.
Yeah.
you know, and it gets a bad fucking rap.
And the drive, like if you're driving out of New York and you're headed to like Newark or something,
Newark.
the airport, and you're just like driving through like industrial. It's just it's not pretty right there. It's just but
No, it's like the intro to The Sopranos.
exactly.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the truth is, like, we had talked seriously about if we had stayed in New York, we would have probably ended up moving to New Jersey um, to rent or to live there.
I we were actually talking about Jersey City or like Hoboken or something just because um A, cheaper rent, and B, like when you live, like when you live in the city, particularly in Manhattan, you don't see the city. You only see it from the ground unless you work like in the office building on the 40th
Hmm.
floor or something like that. You don't ever see the city's like profile, and landscape and the buildings and everything. There's such a beautiful view, but you're in it, so you never see it. And like
Right.
I thought it would be interesting to actually live over in Jersey City, Hoboken, something like that, so that you could actually have a view of the city.
That's how I've always felt about Los Angeles too, or even Phoenix is, but I'll use Los Angeles as an example. Like everyone, like it's sort of aspirational to live in the Hollywood Hills,
Right.
right? But if you're in the Hollywood Hills, not everywhere, because obviously there's like nooks and crannies where you're up in there and it's just sort of like secluded, but a lot of those homes look down on the shit.
Yeah.
And what you see is like sprawl and smog.
Mhm.
But if you're beneath that, at least you have a view. Sometimes you have a view up to the hills, which is lovely.
Right.
So it's sort of like would you call that a catch 22?
I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that is a catch-22 of living in Manhattan, is that you don't see the city. You're just in it. And that since I lived and worked there, I mean, like the only time I saw like the city was when I went to and from the airports, or
Hmm.
for the most part.
Yeah.
I miss it a little bit sometimes. Do you, or do you just like not miss it at all?
I don't miss living there, but I miss being there.
Yeah.
And although at this point, I feel like most of my friends have left, so I'll sort of
Right.
be starting from scratch going back there.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
So I like to go back and visit.
Speaking of where you live, holy shit, you guys have had like some weather this week. I saw like whenever I saw like on social that you had said that you had the power outage. So
Hmm.
I knew that had happened before I even spoke with you about our delayed taping.
Yeah.
Um,
Josh, hang on.
mhm.
I requested more wine.
No,
It's fine.
perfect. Yeah.
But
But I saw the whole dust storm, or like footage of the dust storm coming in, and I,
the
I want to
Haboob.
hear I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, we got hit by a Haboob.
Is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And sorry, I got a text. I got distracted. I can't do more than one thing at once, apparently. Um, we knew that there was a storm supposed to come in. We didn't realize it was a Haboob, like a dust storm. So we're
Yeah.
like, let's get in the pool before the storm comes in, just so we can enjoy the water. So we were in the pool, and you could see clouds coming in, but beneath the clouds, like the ceiling, was another like a red cloud. It was like
Yeah.
clearly defined on the horizon and moving very quickly. And so we were just like, oh, we have to get out now. And yeah, we got out, dried off, and almost as soon as we got inside, it like rushed in. Our pool was black for like 2 days.
I was about to say, like, what did it do to the pool?
It was filthy. And then our power went out. And of course, this is around dinner time, so we couldn't prepare dinner. And I felt bad ordering delivery.
Yeah.
It's sort of shitty.
Yeah.
You have to leave like double like the tip is like the same size as the
Yeah, it's like ordering delivery when it's like a blizzard coming to New York.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
treacherous out. So we waited until the dust storm passed and it was just like regular rain coming
Mhm.
in. And we drove to Sonic.
I love Sonic.
Yeah, we had to go somewhere we could take the dog because the AC is out in the house and there's like scary things happening. So we wanted
Oh,
her with
fuck, I
us.
didn't even think about that with the power being out, and I'm sure it wasn't chilly outside.
Uh,
So
but
that
anyway,
was really eventful. I didn't think about you losing power. Duh, air conditioning. I know it's not cool there right now at all.
well, the when the storm came in, we dropped to a brisk 98 degrees,
Oh,
which was
okay.
lovely.
That makes all the difference.
Yeah. So we
So
ended up
yeah, Sonic.
we came back, we had like we had our entree and then we ordered dessert. We had Sonic Blasts.
Oh, nice.
And then we came back here and sat out on the patio and had wine
It's
until
like a proper high school date that you just had.
yes, it was fun though. It was sort of fun. We lit candles and sat out on the patio with our wine.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
thank
it
you.
just like messed up your pool and not like your furniture and stuff like that, or was that all dirt? Did you have to like dust it all
Everything
off?
was dusty, but
Yeah,
we had like a downed tree branch, which kind of sucked, but nothing crazy.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you're safe
Thank you.
from
Yeah.
the Haboob.
Yes.
Haboob. Okay.
Hmm.
I saw a dust storm one time when I lived in Nevada, Las Vegas, years. I mean, this was literally almost 30 years ago, or 25 years ago that I lived there. Um, but I was driving one day and I saw it like it didn't happen in front of me, but I saw it like coming in across the desert, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was just like, oh my God, that is a dust storm. It is so crazy to see. But the footage of it going into Phoenix was wild
Yeah,
on
it was
TV.
crazy. Maybe
Yeah.
if I can find some, I'll drop it in here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
do you have any hints for us for your upcoming sunk story?
I do, but I feel like it'll give it away. So I don't
Okay,
want to.
don't.
Yeah, I feel like the details are going to give it away right now.
Yeah. Well,
You
then
know what I
don't.
mean?
Sure.
So I
That's a
won't do that.
that's a teaser in and of itself, Amanda.
Yeah, and it's my prerogative what kind of teaser I do.
Your body, your choice.
Exactly. Oh gosh.
Well,
Well,
where can people find us? Where can I find us, Amanda?
yes. Well, you can continue to listen and watch on YouTube. Not YouTube TV. I wish.
Coming soon.
We're on, yeah, coming soon to YouTube TV. But no, YouTube at The Forbidden Pod, as well as Spotify and Apple for podcasters at The Forbidden Pod. You can see us on the social spheres from time to time on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at The Forbidden Pod. The website's a mess. That's www.theforbiddenpod.com for those of you who want to go back and listen to some older episodes, which would be kind of cool to do. I wish people would do that
It's a
because I
lot.
think that we have a lot. I think this is going to be like our 126th episode or something like that. Like it's crazy. Like we're up in the 120s now.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's the forbiddenpod.com. And then you can, of course, email us your nudes, your requests, your likes, your dislikes, vent, whatever to hello at the forbiddenpod.com.
What's your favorite color? Email
My
us.
favorite
No,
color?
not favorite. No.
Yeah, I was like, it's not a color because it's black. Did they always say the black isn't really a color,
It's like an absence of color. Yeah.
Right. So, but that's mine. I don't know about you. If I had to pick a real color, it would probably be yellow. I like yellow
I tend to
very
go
much.
for warm tones as well.
Yeah.
Yellows, oranges, reds. This
Yeah.
is fascinating content, Amanda.
I know. Well, you're wearing all of those colors in your shirt right now. Look
Yeah.
at you. Well, Blake, thank you for those riveting stories. I learned something today. Stay away from New Jersey if you're in a boat.
Yes. Or
I've
ship.
actually sailed out of New Jersey before on a cruise ship from Bayonne,
The
New
odds were
Jersey.
against you.
I
You
know I
made it.
made it. And it was in the winter time. It was a winter cruise. It was an 11-day Caribbean cruise, and it took off from Bayonne, New Jersey, and went down to the Caribbean. And so it was really weird because when we got on the cruise, we were all like in puffer coats and all that kind of stuff. And then by the time the first night, when we woke up the next morning, we were sort of, I think, outside of Savannah, Georgia
Mhm.
ish area, like the coast of Georgia and northern Florida. So it started getting warmer. And then all of a sudden it was like summertime,
Mhm.
which was fun. It was fun, but I put my life on the line
And you
sailing out of New
survived.
Jersey, and
For
I
better or
survived.
worse, you survived.
I did. I did. So thank you for those stories.
Well, Amanda, as always, thanks for the memories.
And listeners, as always, we
Thank
thank
you.
you. It's wild.